Hello friends, welcome to 99 Movie Recaps. Today we will recap movie Final Destination, released in year 2000. Directed by James Wong. At the start of the film, a few university college students are visible on experience from New York to Paris. They have been all enthusiastic about this experience. But the boy named Alex feels strange, due to the fact he's form of different. Looking in his surroundings, he feels as though the whole thing is trying to carry something to him. As receptionist says to him, his departure time is his date of start. His date of start is 25th of September, even as departure timing is 9:25. A music is likewise gambling at airport. And the singer of that music become lifeless because of the aircraft crash. Alex become getting many clues like this. In spite of it, he forums at the plane. Right after a brief time of his sitting with inside the aircraft, women come there to alternate the seat. Then Alex movements to his buddy Todd, leaving the seat. Sitting in this seat, he notices the damaged lock pin of the front seat. It becomes seeming after seeing Alex as there has been not anything proper, due to the fact he become very confused. He become trying to get off the plane, however of no need as it become taking off. Aircraft had taken off and all have been excited. A deformity is generated as aircraft takes off. And that aircraft will become out of control. All passengers are afraid. And human beings are falling outdoor due to the only facet cracking of plane. Suddenly, plane catches hearth place due to the fact there has been an explosion. And absolutely everyone, which include Alex, had come to be the goal of it. Then Alex right away awakes. Actually it become his nightmare. But it become below suspicion, both it become a nightmare or the forecasting. Because two women have been status in the front of him with inside the truth, who had come to alternate their seats with inside the dream. Now they may be speaking to alternate the seat. Alex is absolutely concerned on it. Suddenly, he's taking the seat close to Todd subsequent to him, wherein he had seated with inside the nightmare. Taking seat, he examines the lock pin of the front seat that's sincerely damaged. It is immediately comes into the hand. Everything become occurring in line with his nightmare. It means it become now no longer his nightmare, however an illustration which Alex has predicted. It is likewise part of human nature. As it's far said, we have already visible this past off event. Confused Alex become now no longer information what need to be done. He says even as shouting, this aircraft goes to be exploded. All passengers also are worried listening to him. And his classmate Carter starts preventing with him. As a result, each are dispatched out from the aircraft. Their classmates additionally get off from there. Alex tells every person that he has visible the exploded plane, which turned into simply real. Hearing him, Carter once more starts off evolve to combat with him. Both get disputed. Airplane had taken off. But the approaching prevalence turned into incredible. Because Alex proves straightforward in his prediction. Airplane is crashed after taking off. There is a large blast. Everyone seems at Alex surprisingly. Now that they'd commenced to worry from Alex. The brother of Todd, who's Alex's pal, turned into additionally with inside the plane. Two detectives come to them for research due to the fact they have been survivors. But they suspected Alex. Because Alex had expected the explosion of plane earlier than taking off. And it passed off the same. Having no proof, the ones detectives couldn't arrest him. Then their mother and father take them away whilst coming there. 39 days later after this crash, a Memorial Day is well known with inside the college. Because 39 humans had emerged as the sufferer of that crash. All mother and father with the scholar additionally attended that memorial. Todd's father turned into gazing Alex furiously and angrily. Because he turned into setting on him the blame of his son's loss of life. But Todd knew, it isn't always the fault of Alex. So they have been constrained to meet. A survivor instructor is likewise indignant with Alex, warding off him to talk. A lady named Clear, who turned into an awesome pal of Alex, she turned into most effective pal, who notion Alex is savior for them. They have been taking them lucky, wondering they have got defeated their loss of life. Was it true? Had they defeated their loss of life? But it turned into definitely their misunderstanding. Because loss of life will method to that man or woman in any shape if he's destined. And loss of life may even have a time for them. Alex turned into analyzing a newspaper at night. Then an owl sits on his window, coming there. He throws a newspaper at it to get it out. That newspaper is stuck in a fan, leaving it into the small pieces. One piece flies to Alex, which has a name Todd on it. Death turned into predicting that subsequent goal is Todd. Then Todd comes at the scene, who's in his lavatory. Slipping at the water, a cord is wrapped round his neck. He attempts to keep his existence, however, of no avail. At last, he's dead. Alex actions to Todd's residence hurriedly, however in vain. It turned into too late. Todd's mother and father have been wondering that Todd has dedicated suicide. But Alex attempts to explain, Todd cannot act as such. Next day, Alex is going to Clear due to the fact Clear turned into most effective one to agree within him. Alex's notion that Todd has now no longer dedicated suicide. So they each go away to the funeral home, where they meet a person who clears that it turned into now no longer a suicide. Because Todd struggled to get rid of that cord. It means he had attempted to rescue himself. He additionally tells, death does now no longer call for any twist of fate or incident. But demise arrives to all with its precise shape, which become defeated through Alex. When he were given off of that airplane. But it does now no longer imply that he escaped from demise. Todd's situation become revealing that demise has conspired for them. And all survivor buddies will meet their cease one through one. Alex and Clear are discussing it, sitting at an espresso shop. How will they defeat the following plan of demise? He had defeated his demise at once. And he become craving to defeat it with inside the subsequent time. All survivors are reunited coincidentally. Suddenly, a bus hits Carter's friend. Consequently, all were given upset. They apprehend as they did now no longer keep away from demise. Death remains revolving round them. Alex is looking the news on TV at night. He involves recognize that at which area the explosion took place with inside the airplane. On which sample become it proceeded? He examines his sitting association consistent with it. Then he is aware of that the primary goal of demise become Todd. And he receives cognizance of the entirety as what is going to be the following goal of demise and so on. Now he is familiar with the collection of demise chain perfectly. He examines that Todd and his brother aren't any greater consistent with the demise design. Now the following goal become his trainer. He without delay is going to his trainer's residence, who's peeping through her window. Noticing Alex, his trainer thinks as he has come right here to seize her. She hurriedly calls the one's law enforcement officials. Arriving there, law enforcement officials locate Alex looking something. So they take Alex of their custody. They ask Alex, what become he doing there? Then Alex exhibits the entirety to them. He tells, now the demise's goal is his trainer. Police officials disagreed with him. But that they'd additionally no evidence in opposition to him. So they permit him go. Contrarily, that trainer performs a track player. It become the identical track which have been performed at airport on that day. She pours warm tea into the cup. And she throws it in confusion. Afterwards, she provides the ice and drink with inside the identical cup. As a result, that glass is cracked. Then she brings that glass on her laptop and the cup's drink is leaked at the laptop. Consequently, that laptop generates the electrical circuit. That trainer examines it, going close to it, then an explosion takes area there. And a chunk of glass hits her neck. Now the situations had been getting worse there. She becomes seeking to choose a fabric located at the knives. While selecting it, a knife is stabbed into her. Everything become perished earlier than Alex arrives there. That instructor changed into additionally sufficient injured and her situation changed into worst. Despite of it, Alex thinks of saving her lifestyles in a few way. Suddenly, a chair falls from upside which hits that knife, stabbing it extra into that instructor and he or she dies. Alex pulls the knife out from that instructor in confusion. But he had found out that he has entrapped himself in a brilliant trouble. And fueline changed into additionally grew to become on. A survivor buddy notices him as Alex comes outside. That residence is blown up as Alex comes out the residence. Police officials begin looking Alex in keeping with the narration of that survivor. But Alex changed into now no longer at his residence. Clear changed into most effective aware, wherein is he? She actions to Alex, taking Carter and witness who said towards Alex. Because she changed into trying to realize who is the subsequent goal. They choose up Alex at a place. They ask Alex, however he changed into now no longer prepared to expose anything. Because there has been little need of telling. And subsequent goal is Carter. In spite of preventing Carter, he's were given indignant pronouncing demise is unavoidable, so why he would possibly die now in keeping with his will. He starts to pressure automobile speedily. He changed into riding recklessly. Then he stops his automobile at the railway line. Alex, Clear and their buddy get of the auto, however Carter does now no longer. Three pals provide an explanation for Carter and Teach changed into additionally coming on the front. Then Carter additionally comes to a decision to now no longer die as such. He attempts to begin the auto, however of little need. Here it's Miles showed that demise has conspired it for him. As Carter will die as such. He tries to get off the auto, however the automobile door had additionally been locked. He struggles to untie the seat belt, which changed into additionally now no longer untying unluckily. Carter's demise time had approached. And he changed into dealing with demise in the front of him. But Alex defeats demise one extra time. And he rescues Carter, taking him out the auto. Now Alex defeated demise. So who could be the subsequent goal? It is found out here, defeating demise, it actions to its subsequent goal. But it changed into two past due to realize the subsequent goal. Because subsequent goal changed into their buddy who had followed them. That Teach crashes with the only facet of automobile which hits on their buddy. It blows up his neck. Here he changed into additionally dead. Alex had were given it that demise will pass to subsequent goal, ignoring present day one if he defeats it. Carter had stored and Clear and Alex remained now. And the subsequent goal changed into Alex. Closing himself in Clear's cabin, Alex strips its door. And he reminds his sitting collection again. Then he involves realize that he isn't always the goal, however Clear. Because Clear changed into seated on his the front seat. Clear changed into annoying a lot approximately Alex. And she well known shows the cope with of Alex to the law enforcement officials in order that they'll shop Alex. Alex became leaving to rescue Clear. At the identical time, law enforcement officials arrive there. Alex hurriedly escapes from them. Because he knew that they cannot assist him in any way. On the other side, the electric twine is damaged on the outdoor of Clear's house. Clear comes downstairs to store her canine. Suddenly, their swimming pool's water generates electric-powered contemporary because it breaks down. And its water spreads out in environment. Anyhow, Clear saves her canine and she or he herself climbs up a ladder to shield her. She is entrapped there as attempts to escape, sitting in her car. Meanwhile, Alex additionally processes there. He proceeds to assist her. Car's environment had stuck hearthplace whilst electric twine became on the automobile. Here it's Miles discovered that dying had conspired this layout for Clear's dying. But Alex additionally defeats dying here. Because Alex eliminates that electrical twine from the automobile and on the identical time Clear additionally leaves the automobile. And there's a high-quality explosion with inside the car. It became seeming that Alex isn't any extra on this explosion. 6 months later scene is proven. It is proven that Clear and Carter had been happening a ride to Paris, however there's additionally Alex alongside them. It means he had survived. 3 of them had been main their lives peacefully after defeating the dying. Alex became understanding because the dying chain has now no longer stopped until now. Because he had stored the lives of Carter and Clear whilst interrupting. But no person interferes on his time. He became questioning that his flip continues to be pending. And he became questioning accurately. Then a person starts off of all to sing the identical track which became being performed on the airport on that day. Feeling awkward, Alex begins off of all leaving. Then Clear notices a coming bus which alerts Alex. And he is stored from that bus accident. But that bus hits a tower, unfavorable a signal board. And it's miles approximately to fall down. And that signal board became falling on Alex's side. Suddenly, Carter rescues him, coming there. It means, dying had conspired it for Alex which have been stopped with the aid of using them. It will circulate to subsequent goal who became Carter. Movie Final Destination was released in year 2000. Directed by James Wong. The main casts of the movie are Devon Sawa, Ali Larder, Kerr Smith, Kristen Cloak, Daniel Roebuck, Roger Guenver Smith. Final Destination got a rating of 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe our channel 99 Movie Recaps.